Hi, I'm Hans Wilhelm. How can we truly love someone else if we don't fully love ourselves? It's impossible. We can't give what we don't have. Many of us are overly critical and judgmental of ourselves, never developing a healthy sense of self-love. In this video, we'll explore the reasons and find ways how to fix it. In several of my videos, we have seen why loving is so difficult for most of us. For instance, in my video on how the ego was created, we saw that most of us are under the control of the ego law. All our egoistic beliefs, programs, and behavior patterns make up the ego law, which radiates from our soul through our body and governs our aura, the cocoon that surrounds us. This cocoon, or plasma, is also called our ego world, as we basically only see ourselves, our beliefs, habits, fears, and so on, in these projected images which make up our aura. And we perceive the world around us through the veil of our egoistic aura. So everything we see is tainted by our own ego world and images around us. I explained it in greater detail in my video, Emerge from Your Cocoon. Being trapped in this false ego identity or ego world ultimately causes deep unhappiness, because that is exactly what our egoic mind wants us to feel, so that we keep looking for energy from the outside world. It craves for validation, approval, acceptance, and even love from everyone and everything around us. This false self or egoic self is run by the ego law, our personal law, that manipulates, dominates, and controls others to get their energy. In the end, it always leads to discord, discontent, selfishness, passions, hatred, envy, animosity, greed, and further separation and misery, which is the opposite to our original state of being, which is our true self. This is who we truly are, a being in the all-unity, peace, and harmony. In truth, we are this divine, noble, true self, which is a radiant spirit being that is presently incarnated as a soul in our human body. It lives always in the constant stream of God's Spirit, and at our innermost being, the being, is the fullness and abundance of God, the source of all the power of creation. God's Spirit, the life force that nourishes our spirit, soul, and our body. It is the ever-flowing divine fountain of life that keeps us alive and has never, ever left us, even during the fall. Christ points to it as the eternal law, or the kingdom of God within us. In the great cosmic teachings, Christ says, "For every single one, the eternal law is, you stay the true self. Then you are the true self, and do not expect the shine of your neighbor, because you, the true self, yourself, radiate." In short, as spirit being, we are made of this divine love energy. That is our true identity and vibration and frequency. But divine love is not stagnant, but active. Merely being made of love is not enough. It is important for us to share or radiate this love. Otherwise, it is useless and wasted. This has been splendidly expressed in a song by Rodgers and Hammerstein. A bell is not a bell till you ring it. A song is not a song till you sing it. Love in your heart wasn't put there to stay. Love isn't love till you give it away. Sharing our love with others is what Christ was referring to when he said that the second most important law is to love your neighbor as yourself. He means this incorruptible higher self, our true self, not the false little self, our ego or ego world. Think about it. Whenever we share that ever-flowing love energy that continuously runs and radiates through us with others, we are always the first to benefit from it, as it flows firstly through us and then out into the world. This is how we love ourselves, by loving others and the whole world around us with our feelings, thinking, speaking, and acting. Sharing our love is not vanity or egoism. It is the knowing that we are much greater than our personality, our talents, achievements, status, possessions, and more. We are created out of God's love light energy. Loving our true self is acknowledging that we are an inseparable part of God and energetically connected with all other life on earth and beyond. Loving and respecting our true self is honoring the God within us. With this pure love, we also honor, respect, and heal ourselves. By loving selflessly, unconditionally, unlimited, and all-inclusively, we are sharing of ourselves with others through love and kindness. It is the love that we give away without expecting anything in return. Our false self or ego could never do that, because our ego believes in lack and separation and always craves for love and attention from others. But our true self knows that we are all energetically connected to everyone and everything in this world and beyond, and that we are continuously energized and permeated by this divine love. So how do we shift our awareness from our chaotic and needy little ego world to this divine true self that we all are in truth? Here are a few suggestions for the ennoblement of our soul. Every time we find ourselves trapped in our ego mood, like in a negative self-talk, being judgmental, critical, guilt-ridden, fearful, worried, and the like, we say stop. Besides questioning our erroneous belief that caused this negative emotion, we change it to positive self-talk by finding 1, 2, or 3 positive aspects in the other person or situation, because nothing and nobody can exist without the positive God element. When we focus on the good in everyone and everything, we shift our awareness from what is wrong in the world to what is true. To deepen it further, we may want to feel deep appreciation and gratitude. Our ego hates that. Gratefulness is one of the most powerful tools we can give ourselves and others, in particular being truly grateful to God. We take some deep breaths and feel God's love filling and embracing us, permeating us, and then sending it out to the world. Once we are no longer in our ego mode, we can take a bigger step of self-recognition and forgiveness. This means forgiving others and asking for forgiveness from those we have hurt and making amends and no longer doing that what is unloving. And we also forgive ourselves totally, because making mistakes is part of being a human being. Everyone messes up sometimes, but we have the inner Christ spark that helps us to turn the negative energy into positive. Our true self-love also grows as we become more mindful and respectful of others, including the mineral, plant, and animal kingdoms. True self-love is also self-respect and good self-care, as we treat our body, the temple of the living God, by giving it healthy nutrition, exercise, and enough sleep. And the same for our mind. We are giving it healthful mental nourishment. In God's eyes, we are all worthy of love. If you wish to learn more about this subject, you may want to check out this book called The Great Cosmic Teachings that was given to us from the spiritual world. A link to this book is beneath this video. Thank you for your time with me. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I see you in my next video.